What is up, y'all? It's your man, That Dude, bringing you guys another video. I am giving out subscriptions down below, so go hit that button. I'd appreciate it. The irregular at Magic High School really needs to make up his mind on whether or not its magic system is more so based in science or based in the supernatural. These past few episodes have made those lines so blurred and convoluted on what they're going for. It makes the plot way too hard to follow and needlessly convoluted. Like, I'm not saying you have to go either science or supernatural. I'm fine with blending the two together. And for the most part, this show has done a really good job of blending technology and magic and having a really good mix and having those two things work really well together. It's done, like season 1 did a great job of that. And so I'm not holding this against the show in totality, but these last few episodes have brought in things that I just don't think mesh with what the show has previously presented itself to be. We have demons now, parasites, vampires. Like, are these things even of the world that the show is set in? Are they supernaturals? Are they like sentient beings of magic? Are they beings from a different dimension? Like, how sentient are they? Like, so are they being controlled by other forces? There's just so many things that I don't think have to be present for the plot that have been introduced in the last few episodes or in season 2 that make the plot just needlessly convoluted and make it just not as streamlined as it used to be. This isn't me railing against plot complexity. I'm all for a complex plot if it serves a purpose, if it gets you somewhere that is enjoyable for the viewer. But I don't think what the Irregular at Magic High School has given us these past few episodes has been really enjoyable. I think it's just needlessly convoluted. Like, for what? So Tatsuya can be really cool and smart by explaining everything. That's really the only point I can see of having adding all these elements in that don't really mesh together. Hey, Shibita's back. I had almost forgotten her character even existed, and I definitely have forgotten that she had those special eyes that could see things that others couldn't. I guess that's kind of what happens when you take 6 years between seasons. Yeah, you kind of forget about characters, because I definitely had almost forgotten about her. Like, I remember she was a part of the story. I didn't really remember anything about her, like especially that she had no special eyes or anything. But it was cool to see her play a role in this episode and contribute to the story. I always like seeing that with characters that we don't get to see a lot of. I like seeing them play a role in the story, like actively play a role and contribute, and where it's not just the main character or characters doing everything. The little bit of action we got in this episode was not very good. It just wasn't good. Watching the characters have to battle against a metaphysical opponent that neither they or us can see, just not enjoyable. It just wasn't, to me at least, it was not enjoyable at all. It was cool, however, seeing Mikihiko and Shibita get some shine in the battle and like play a role in the battle and actually do something. Again, I like seeing side characters that we don't usually get to see in action get a little bit of shine and get some screen time and display what their skills and abilities are. So I did like that aspect of it. But the action in this episode, not good. Hey, did you guys see my man Tatsuya up on the roof with Mihiko and Hanuka? Had both of those girls hanging on his arm. Being the badass and consummate cool guy that Tatsuya is, he was probably trying to, start a three-way. That's definitely what he was going for. I could see Hanuka being as meek as she is, definitely not saying no and just going with the flow. The real challenge will be getting Miyuki to agree to it, seeing as she is so jealous when it comes to Tatsuya. I don't think she want to share, but I think Tatsuya can pull it off. He's that kind of guy. He can be that persuasive. He's just that cool. I think he can figure it out. And yes, I know that Miyuki and Tatsuya are siblings, and I find their whole romance thing to be as gross as everybody else does. But I'm not gonna let that get in the way of these jokes. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you in this one. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Also, hit me up in the comments. I respond to almost everything. If you didn't like the video, again, hit me up in the comments. Let me know why. We can talk about it. If you are so inclined to subscribe, I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next one.